ਸਾਡੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਨਿੱਘਾ ਤੇ ਹਾਰਦਿਕ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਆਲ। ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਖਾਸ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਇੱਕ ਮਸਲਾ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਇਆ, ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਦੱਸਦਾ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਵੁੱਡ ਲਾਈਕ ਟੂ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਮਹਾਰਾਜਾ ਜੀ। ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਜੀ, it's always a pleasure to talk with you. Welcome to our show once again.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for inviting.
ਮੈਂ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਵੈਸੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ, ਹਿੰਦੀ ਸਭ ਬੋਲ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਨੇ, ਔਰ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਅੱਜ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਹੀ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ। ਟੌਪਿਕ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਅਕਸਰ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਿ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਏ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਅਰਲੀ 70s ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਰੇਸਿਜ਼ਮ ਕਾਫੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਫੇਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਿਆ ਸੀ। ਪਾਕੀ, ਨੀਗਰੋ, ਵਾਪ, ਪੁਰਖ ਚਾਪਾਤ, ਇੱਦਾਂ। ਅਗਰ ਦੀਵਾਲੀ 'ਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਗੁਰਪੁਰਬ 'ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਲਾਈਟਾਂ ਵੀ ਲਾ ਦੇਣੀਆਂ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ ਆਂਡੇ ਮਾਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ, ਪਾਕੀ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ, ਸਾਡੇ ਸ਼ੀਸ਼ੇ ਭੰਨ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ। ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਉਤਰਾਅ ਆਇਆ, ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਗਰੋ ਕੀਤੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਨਾਮ ਨਾ ਖੱਟਿਆ, ਨਾਮ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਬਾਹਰਲੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਸਾਡੀ ਇੱਜ਼ਤ ਕਰਨੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਔਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਜਾਂ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਹੁਣ ਇੱਕ ਦੌਰ ਆਇਆ, ਇਹ ਕਹਿਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਈ ਦੋ ਰਾਵਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਦੇ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਨੇ ਆ ਕੇ, ਕੁਝ ਕੁ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਗੰਦ ਪਾਇਆ ਆ ਕੇ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹ ਰੇਸਿਜ਼ਮ ਆ ਇਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਦੇਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲ ਰਿਹਾ। So now what happened is a couple of weeks ago, and now obviously there are some people in social media who are full of hate towards the other communities. I don't know why they don't want anybody coming to Canada besides the, if I may not be wrong, Darshanji, white skin tone.
Yes.
Now, a couple of these people have gone on social media and claimed that the Indians are making a mess at the parks, at the beaches, especially Brampton parks. Now, the reason I say in Brampton Park, there is this, I don't know if I can mention his name, truck driver karke kuch haiga ji. So what he did is he posted that Indians are making a mess. So what he did, or they did, is that they photoshopped the pictures. They took some old photos and they would post them that, hey, Indians are making this. First of all, Darshanji, if you can help me answer this, how do they know if the mess was made, it was the Indians who made it? Are there not other communities who goes to Brampton Parks?
Okay. For clarity, he said Brampton, which has now become a code word for Indian. So they don't have to say Indian, they just have to say Brampton.
Brampton.
Now this
Secondly,
video originated from TikTok. That's what I'm told. I'm
Okay.
not on TikTok, so I cannot check it, because even if I get a link on TikTok and I try to click on it, it won't let me see the video unless I download the app. And I'm not there. So, but I was told that this is from TikTok, and I was told that this is images taken by a lady who lives in the area. And then that video got copied and then posted on X. Now, my first observation was that the shots were all close-ups. There was no context. Like if you see my video, I'm moving the camera around showing the entire professor's leg. These are all close-ups. So I could not make out where it is. So I asked him, I said, if you can tell me where this is, I'll go personally and clean it up. So he did not reply, but somebody else came in the replies and said that it was Professor's lake. Now it turned out that was wrong. It was actually at Chinguzi Park.
Okay.
There is some artificial lake there.
Yes.
So I went to Professor's Lake, found it in perfect condition, barring maybe, one wrapper of Oreo and one straw and one plastic bag. These are the only 3 items I found.
Yeah.
But
And
what
you
is
posted
happening,
a video,
Avatar bhai?
you
Sorry?
posted a video about it.
Yeah, I posted the whole thread, including 3 videos in the thread. And so there are 2 sides that are in the wrong here. First of all, there are the people who are actually creating a mess, throwing trash around. Some of them may be from India. And if it is verified that these are from India, then we have to take responsibility. And as a community, we have to convince those people that that's not how you behave in Canada.
Definitely.
But on the other side, there are also people who are into click farming. So they will present any video. Like yesterday, I saw a video from England where some ladies, brown skin, wearing a full niqab.
Mm,
They were picking out fish from the river
mm.
with nets. And there, at the person who posted it, his attempt was to show that these all people are like this only. Now, what is
I think he
happening?
called them Bangladeshi or something like that. I think I seen
Yeah,
that. Yes, Hanji.
now we don't know where they are from.
Yeah, Hanji, Hanji.
So, making those judgments is not the right thing to do.
Right.
But even then, even if they were from the Indian subcontinent somewhere,
Mm,
implying that the same behavior is also widely practiced here in Canada by people of that region is also wrong.
mm.
Because if I show you a video of the Christians being massacred in Nigeria,
Yes.
and then I say that all Muslims are like this in Canada also, that would be equally wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So what has happened is that the collective identity
Mm-hmm.
that the progressives or the left had promoted for so long has been wholeheartedly embraced by the right, those who oppose the progressives,
Mm-hmm.
because it suits them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have said this for a very long time that our immigration system is in a complete mess, because previously um, we used to make sure that people who come into Canada as immigrants
Mm-hmm.
were close to the Canadian expectation of how one behaves.
That's right. Hanji, Bilkul.
Right? You gave your example of your own grandfather. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
assuming he was born in the early part of the 20th century.
Mm-hmm.
He was a retired, he was a veteran from the Indian Army.
That's right. Uh-huh.
And he used to say that when you go out, you have to be in a blazer, that your tie has to match the color of your turban, and vice versa. So you present yourself in such a way that the other person does not feel like you are imposing on their culture.
Mm-hmm.
After all, we are living in a particular society where there is a culture,
Mm-hmm.
and while there is multiculturalism, there is a certain common standard of personal behavior
Mm-hmm.
that has gone out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And then the authorities are equally to blame, not just the immigration system. I'll give you an example. 2017 में जो हुआ था,
Mm-hmm.
2017, a video came out of a brawl in the College Plaza opposite Sheridan College.
That's right.
And there was a huge crowd, two crowds on two sides, and they were all fighting each other. And then word came out that they were international students from India at Sheridan College.
Mm-hmm.
Sheridan College denied it. Then ultimately it was proved, and 16 of them were deported
Mm-hmm.
because they were here on student visa at
Mm-hmm.
Sheridan College. So, I'm seeing fault on all sides. Uh, the newcomers are not behaving in a way that sits well with the local society.
Mm-hmm.
The immigration policy lets them in. There is no, first of all, background check. So we even have criminals coming here, but that's a separate issue.
That's a separate issue, but it's a big issue.
It's a big issue.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no one to tell them that, hey, this is not how one behaves in Canada. And
Mm-hmm.
if a white person says it, then they get called racist. So it makes them
That's right.
angry,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
So the only answer to this is, what came to my mind. Let me go there and clean it up.
Very
Then
good.
next day I posted another tweet. I said, if anyone is posting a video of this nature in Brampton, then tag me. I'll go
Mm.
there and clean it up.
Good for you. Yeah.
There is an
Uh,
associated example that just happened today.
mm-hmm.
Somebody posted on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
seems to be from India, young guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that if you are on work permit and it's not getting renewed, then the last option for you is to have a baby here in Canada, because then the baby will be a Canadian citizen,
Oh God.
and therefore, you will not be deported. And a friend of mine, Kushal Mehra, replied to him this morning saying, this kind of public behavior is bringing disgrace to all of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he locked down his account. He has now made it protected. So, we have to also self-police our community. That goes without saying, because not because of anything else, but because it affects our reputation as well, which, as you keep saying, we have worked so hard to establish.
ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਭਾਰਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਇੰਡੀਅਨਸ ਨੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਗੰਦ ਪਾਇਆ ਜੀ ਪਾਰਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਤਾਂ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਵੀ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਗੰਦ ਪਾਇਆ। ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ, ਉਹਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਖੈਰ ਦੱਸਿਆ, ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ ਲੇਕ ਆ।
Hmm.
ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀ ਕੀਤਾ, ਖੁਦ ਆਪ ਜਾ ਕੇ, ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗਾਰਬੇਜ ਬੈਗ ਦਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਡੱਬਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਗਾਰਡਨਿੰਗ ਗਲਵ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਆਪ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਇਕੱਲਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਫਾਈ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਸਫਾਈ ਕਰ ਦਾਂਗਾ, ਸਫਾਈ ਕਰਨ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ ਉੱਥੇ। ਸਿਰਫ ਔਰ ਸਿਰਫ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਕੀ ਲੱਭਿਆ, ਇੱਕ ਓਰੀਓ ਦਾ ਰੈਪਰ ਸੀਗਾ,
Hmm.
ਇੱਕ ਕੋਕ ਜਾਂ ਸਾਫਟ ਡਰਿੰਕ ਪੀਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਟਰਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਤੇ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਇੱਕ ਪਲਾਸਟਿਕ ਬੈਗ, ਰਾਈਟ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਜੀ?
Hmm. Yeah.
ਤੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਨਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੇਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਾਗੈਂਡਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿਰੁੱਧ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿਰੁੱਧ, ਇਹ ਕੁਝ ਚੰਦ ਕੁ ਲੋਕ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਉਹ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਆਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਆਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਹਵਾਲਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ 2017 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਇਆ, ਜਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਲਬਰਟ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਾਫ ਕਰਨਾ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਸਾਈਡ ਤੇ, ਜਾਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਆਹ ਕੀਤਾ ਜੀ, ਮੰਦਿਰ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਆਹ ਸਫਾਈ ਕੀਤੀ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਚਰਚਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੜਾ ਮਾਣ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਫਾਈ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਪਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਭੰਡੀ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ।
Hmm.
ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਵਾਟ ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਸਮਰਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ।
Right.
Darshan ji, there's a couple of points. I mean, we can talk about this, and we have talked about this in our past episodes. And you brought up very good points. I think what can we do to protect our identity and our reputation? Because we don't go out throwing garbage in parks, and we don't go catching fish, or as they claim, right?
Yeah.
What can we do to correct our image now?
I've said this earlier on one of our chats, is that our religious establishments have to take a lead.
Mm,
They, you know, what is religion, first of all?
mm,
Because our concept of dharma in the Indian subcontinent is much wider than religion,
mm,
right? Where there are duties involved to others,
yep.
right? It's not just about worshipping any particular form of God. So, and traditionally, places of worship, um, the Hindu temples, Sikh gurdwaras, even Muslim mosques, they used to be community centers.
Mhm,
So, it wasn't just about worship. Although in English we say place of worship, these were community centers. So, we have to bring them back to that wider
mhm,
status where they educate people that, this is the society we are living in. These are the expectations of behavior. And secondly, even the social organizations, there are many, they also have to be more active, and they have to be more vocal about what they are doing, because it's like the old Hindi saying, jungle mein mor nacha kisne dekha.
mm.
If a peacock dances in the forest, nobody is there to witness the beauty,
Yep.
right? So you have to tell people.
Mm,
It's not about bragging.
mm,
It's about letting people know that we have not come here just to take. We are also giving back. And I keep giving this example, and it gives me goosebumps 11 years after the fact,
mm.
even right now. That when there was a huge fire in Fort McMurray and the whole town had to be
Yep.
evacuated,
Mhm, mhm,
the Sikh community of Alberta and BC, the way they organized,
mm.
dropping everything, everybody is busy in their work. They
Yep.
sacrificed their incomes, collected all the donations, everything from toothpaste down, because
Yep.
these people had to leave their homes.
Yep.
And it was on CBC,
Mm.
which is how it should be.
Yep.
But
Yep.
there's this Hindu temple in Toronto who also organized similar thing, and nobody knows about it. Even I did not know about it. When
Nobody
I
talks
asked them
about
why
it.
didn't
Yeah.
when I asked them why didn't you do this, they said yes we did, and then they showed me all the records.
Mm.
And I said, okay, if I don't know about it, you're a Gujarati
Mm.
Hindu temple. I am a Gujarati.
Yep.
And if I don't know about it, how do you expect the rest of Canadians to know about it? You have to tell them.
Mm.
It's not about bragging or, showing that you are very virtuous. No, people have to know that you are contributing as much as possible and as much as everybody else.
Mm,
There was another Sikh gentleman with whom I was talking, very solid guy. And he was also talking about this, and this was like about 6 years ago.
mhm,
And I said, why don't you organize a blood donation camp in a mall? Because if you, they have organized it in the Gurdwara,
mhm, mhm.
but if you do it in a mall, people will see that you are doing this.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's important to let people know.
Yeah.
So when somebody trashes a place,
Mhm.
throws garbage where it should not be, then it goes viral on social media.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
So let this also go viral.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we try and stop whatever wrong is happening, like trashing places or behaving in a bad manner. A lot of white ladies that I know have told me that they don't feel comfortable going to certain places now because all these young men from India are standing there in groups and
Yeah.
ogling at them.
Hmm. Hmm.
So these kind of behavior has to be curbed, but at the same time, whatever good is being done has to be publicized. That's the way you tackle this issue.
ਕਈ ਦਫਾ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਮੋਰੀਆ ਬਾਪਾ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਰਜਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ
Hmm.
ਹੁਣ ਆਪਣਾ ਤਿਉਹਾਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਕੇ ਗਿਆ
Hmm.
ਕੁਝ ਲੋਕ ਹੈ ਆਪਾਂ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਹਾਂ there are certain people in community they try to follow their religious beliefs as they do it in India which they
Hmm.
should everybody has a right to do that now ਮੈਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਡਿਕਸੀ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕਿ ਕ੍ਰਿਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ
Hmm.
ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫੁੱਲ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਐਸ਼ਸ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਾਣੀ
Hmm.
ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ
Hmm.
ਇੱਕ ਫਲੋਇੰਗ ਰਿਵਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਫਲੋਇੰਗ ਪਾਣੀ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ
Hmm.
ਚਲੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਅਪੀਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਔਰ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਨੇ ਮੰਨਿਆ ਔਰ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਬਣ ਗਈ
Hmm.
ਹੁਣ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਟੈਂਪਲਸ ਆ ਮੰਦਿਰ ਨੇ
Hmm.
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੈ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ
Hmm.
ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਐਦਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਬਣਾਉਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਸਰਜਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੀ ਆ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੂਰਤੀਆਂ ਤਾਰਨੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਪਿਕਚਰਸ ਜਾਂ ਫੋਟੋਸ ਤਾਰਨੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਕੋਈ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਬਣਾਈ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਵੇ ਹੁਣ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕੱਲ ਰਾਤੀ ਰਾਵਣ ਸਾੜਿਆ ਜੀ
Hmm.
ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿਰਫ ਇੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦੱਸ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਗੁੱਡ ਓਵਰ ਈਵਲ
Hmm.
everybody knows that
Hmm.
but my own friends are asking me why are you guys burning effigy of this bad looking man so I have to explain him who Ravan is.
Hmm.
So I think that should be the job of the temples, the
Hmm.
mandirs. They should be,
Hmm.
rather than burning Ravans, I think we should be making a worship place or ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਹਟਿਆ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਰਜਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ
Hmm.
ਉਹ ਕੋਈ ਇਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਾਂਡ ਬਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ so you have brought up a very good point I think we need to work on that as well.
Yeah, see, there are two, three parts of this.
Mhm,
One is, I think there is a need to organize, some kind of an organization that will do the asthi visarjan, that is immersion of the mortal remains
mhm,
in the ocean,
mhm,
right? Now, they do exist, I know, in the US.
mhm,
So if something like that is done, then at least within the borders of Canada, it is not an issue.
mhm,
Secondly, some years ago, I saw a very good video and a news report from India.
mhm,
The Murti of Ganpati, Ganesh,
mhm,
which is immersed in water.
mhm.
Now, this Sardarji in Chandigarh, Sikh guy, he made a Ganesh statue of chocolate,
Oh, wow, okay.
and then he immersed it in milk in a very large container, and
Mm.
then warmed the milk until it became chocolate milk, and then he
Uh,
distributed it
wow, very
at an
good,
orphanage among children.
very good,
Right?
very good.
See,
That's awesome.
the thing with dharma, and I
Mm,
include Sikhism,
mm,
Buddhism,
mm,
Jainism, and Hinduism.
mm,
That is the broader term dharma.
mm,
The thing with it is that there is always innovation possible depending on circumstances.
mm,
It is not rigid. So, there are some self-appointed representatives of Hinduism that I see who say that this cannot be changed, but that is not true.
Mm.
So, this kind of an innovative approach can minimize the pollution of the rivers and lakes. At the same time, it can provide a benefit to society.
Of course.
And then, when let us say there is a statue of clay, everybody says it dissolves. Yeah, but what about the paint,
Mm.
right?
Yep.
So we need to organize places where immersion takes place, but that water does not enter the rivers or lakes. It is disposed of differently,
Mm.
right? Maybe processed.
Mhm.
Now,
Mhm.
all this requires organization and capital, frankly. So I think that should be our next focus to
I think so, and
organize.
that's why I brought this point because that was a very good point you made.
Yeah,
Darshanji, I would love to, and it's always a pleasure talking to you. You know that we've been around for a pretty long time, and
right.
I hope to continue this conversation from time to time. But I love to commend you for the approach that you took and the stand that you took against these. I call them social media bullies. That's what I call them. Um,
Yes.
Canada, as I always say, Canada is a great country. It
Hmm,
was, and it will be. There's nothing
hmm,
wrong with Canada.
hmm,
Whatever's wrong, it's wrong with the people. We have to smarten up. We have to be more responsible. We have to give something back to this country. Now, when I say we, I'm not just talking about the Indian community. I'm talking about everyone who
hmm.
resides in Canada and who wants to come to Canada. So thank you so much for taking that step for us. And I will be backing you up. I'm going to be following you a little bit more closely because I've been away from the that social media side. So thank you so much, and I really do appreciate you taking the time this afternoon, Darshanji. I know your time is very important. Thank you for taking the time out and having this wonderful conversation. I appreciate this again.
I always have time for you, Avtar bhai.
God bless you.
Thank
ਇਹ ਸੀ ਜੀ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਮਹਾਰਾਜਾ ਜੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਫ ਦੀ ਕੈਮਰਾ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਵਨ ਮੈਨ ਆਰਮੀ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੋ ਕੱਲਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਭਿੜੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਖ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਹਿੰਦੂ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਮੁਸਲਮਾਨ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਯੂਕੇ ਦੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੰਗਲਾਦੇਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਨਾਂ ਲਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਸੋ ਇਫ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਵੰਡਰਿੰਗ ਵਾਈ ਦੇ ਵਰ ਫਿਸ਼ਿੰਗ ਇਟ ਬਾਈ ਦ ਵੇ ਬਡੀ let me make this clear. You are allowed to fish in Mississauga River for salmon. Now, there's a time for it. You can fish all the time. So, if somebody is doing that, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But don't project something in a negative way when it's not. And we will be talking to Darshanji again. So, Darshanji, once again, thank you. God bless you. Jai Hind, Roji.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for listening and watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye bye.